Do you guys hear that? My childhood in a nutshell. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Game Train, and today we are going to be playing Pokemon Blue. I haven't played this game in so long, but we're going to go ahead and do a little run through of this game. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. There's not much to say about it. You all know what Pokemon is, you know what it's about, so we're just going to go ahead and play through it. So as you see on the screen, I have a little graphic down below my camera here showing all the badges and whatnot for the game. Also, the sound might kind of sound a little iffy at points. I am using an emulator for this, but the graphic is just going to be there for when we unlock those badges. So as of right now, we have no badges. But we're going to go ahead and get into this. We're going to start us a new game. Hello there, welcome to the wonderful world of Pokemon. Yeah, we all know this. It's Professor Oak. Oh man. The audio sometimes can be really bad. I might turn down the audio in the game a little bit just to so it's not so crazy for you guys. It's pretty bad for mine, but it's I can only imagine if it's worse on recording. So we're going to go ahead and enter our name here. Obviously, we're going to be doing the game. We can't fit the whole thing, so we're just going to put Game T. Seems like when we get out of a menu is when the audio likes to go a little crazy. So hopefully it's not that big of a deal to you guys. And we're just going to name him Jack. I just realized now our name makes us look like Gamut, which is kind of funny. Alright, but we're going to go ahead and get right into this game. Man, it's been forever since I've played this. I still remember most of my my Pokemon knowledge here. Oh my god. I need to change the text speed as well to fast because I can't deal with slow text. And here we are in Pallet Town. We're going to go ahead and try to leave the town, but be stopped immediately. So, this wasn't planned for my Friday uploads. I was planning on doing some sort of horror game kind of series, but I kind of jumped on this YouTube thing a little too late for the spooky October games, because as of recording this, it is the 29th, so we're 2 days away from Halloween, which is just not enough time to make it worth uploading any horror games this year. But hopefully next year we'll get into it. I'm gonna try to find out some games I can play for the Christmas season, and we're gonna go off of that. I was really looking forward to some horror games though. So I know everyone likes to start with Charizard. I'm not a huge fan of Charizard. Or Charmander, I should say. My usual starter is Bulbasaur, but I think we're going to actually take Squirtle this time. I like Blastoise in the old game. Old Hydro Pump was just so OP. And I don't nickname my Pokemon. I know I'm very boring, but I'm terrible with names. And I'm not looking to really get into that too much. Now, if you guys have suggestions for Pokemon names, that's always welcome too. I'm always down for suggestions because you guys are a lot more creative than I am. And yeah, I just hope you guys can come up with better stuff than I ever could. We're going to get right into fighting our rival here. And he got Bulbasaur, my OG starter. Bulbasaur was always the best in my opinion. And people always say it's easy mode to pick Bulbasaur. I don't really care. The game was fun regardless, and Bulbasaur just made the early game super easy for you. I'll try to figure out why the audio sounds so choppy. It could just be the emulator itself, but it could be my settings as well. So I'm gonna look into that after this. That is after I record this episode. So we're just gonna keep attacking him. I'm not looking to mess around with the whole tail whip nonsense. He can keep growling at me all he wants. I don't really care. So I'm looking to do the same as I have been doing with like my Minecraft and my Hearthstone. I'm looking to do about half-hour episodes. Whether or not I cut this, I don't know just yet. If I want to cut it up between, you know, trying to grind out levels. I mean, I could try to do the level grinding off camera, obviously, because then I could speed the game up a bit and make it a little easier for myself, and a little bit less time consuming. But I don't think I'm gonna cut this up. I think I want this, you know, to be the full experience, and we just kind of ride it out. Now I remember from this version of the game, the original Pokemon, the type advantages are a little different. So Gust, I don't think is considered flying in blue. It was considered a normal type move back in the day, which makes it really unfortunate for birds to fight, you know, grass type Pokemon or bug type Pokemon. But we can still get stuff like Aerial Ace and Fly, obviously. But that is the one unfortunate thing about the old style games, is that the type advantages weren't as advanced as they are nowadays. Nowadays, everything has a disadvantage and everything has an advantage. Obviously, the new games with the fairy types just kind of dominate. They don't really dominate. They have a better advantage because they have less weakness. You know, every other type seems to have more than one weakness, but fairies I think are only weak to dragon, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. I've been out of the loop of Pokemon, like the new Pokemon, for a while, so I could be very wrong on that. But I like the old style. I like classic. My favorite game actually was Fire Red, which I'm hoping to do a playthrough on as well, because Fire Red was, in my opinion, the best game. At least for the Game Boy series. Once they moved to the Nintendo DS and 3DS and whatnot, Heart Gold and Soul Silver became my all-time favorites. I was always the Heart Gold, and my friends were always Soul Silver. I always liked Ho-Oh more than Lugia anyway. But, you know, it's all personal preference. You know, there's no right or wrong answer to what game is the best, because everyone has a different opinion. Everyone has a different liking to different items in each game, and my favorite just happens to be, you know, the Fire Red for the Game Boy series, the Heart Gold Soul Silver for the Nintendo DS series, and then I haven't really played much of the Nintendo Switch series. I want to say it's like XY, I think, is on there. Those might still be DS. Sun and Moon, and then the newer ones, God, I can't even remember. The Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu, and then Sword and Shield, I believe, are the newest ones. Again, been out of the loop for a little bit on newer style Pokemon games. We're gonna go and potion up our Squirtle here, just make sure he stays alive. Now, I was also planning on doing a randomizer or Nuzlocke for this, but I decided pretty quickly actually against that, for the simple fact of I haven't played a Pokemon game in forever, and my knowledge, albeit very strong, of Pokemon, I am not good enough to really... I'm not really at that level of locking myself into only certain Pokemon or, you know, rules or anything like that. I like to just play the game for what it is, because these games were amazing. They still are amazing. They held up. This game is 20-something years old at this point, and it still holds up as one of the, you know, my favorite at least. And I don't know any other games that can last that long and still be fun. Like, obviously games have lasted longer and, you know, just kind of fall to the wayside. Pokemon is just a never, like, a non-stop, like, conglomerate on games. I'm actually kind of curious though to see if the sound quality, like, from the game is as messed up as I'm hearing it in the actual recording, and if I'm making all these points about it and just sounding ridiculous. I'm actually really curious to see exactly what the deal is. So we're going to go ahead and get our town map here and officially start our journey onto Pewter City, take on Brock, get our first badge. So basically what I'm going to do with that graphic on the camera you see down below, can you focus again, please? Thank you. Every time I get a badge, I'm going to just have a little X go through one of the badges, whatever badge I obtain. Very basic, I know, but considering that, you know, I'm doing this on my own, you know, all the recording, all the editing, all the rendering, compressing, and then uploading, on top of doing my normal 40-hour-a-week job, I just don't have the kind of time to really dive really hardcore into graphics. So I guess this is my official request to the community. Anyone who is willing to, you know, divvy out some time to do any sort of graphical work for this channel. I'm not 100% sure how I can compensate you back just yet. We can work something out, I'm sure. But I would love to see what you guys can come up with for this channel. I am not a very creative person, as you guys can tell with my my little graphics that I have set up. I have never developed really a creative side of me. So yeah, if anyone is interested, I will leave it up to you guys if you want to make some sort of graphics, whether that be thumbnails, some sort of intro. I didn't mean to do tail whip there, but whatever, it's fine. Some sort of intro, or, you know, what have you, any sort of the graphical side that I just cannot do on my own. As far as the editing and all that, as of right now, I don't need an editor. My videos are pretty basic to the point where I don't need really anyone outside to do it for me. And that would be very odd to just start out a channel and then immediately ask for an editor. I feel like you should put in the work, do the deed for a little bit, and just, you know, once it starts becoming an actual, you know, issue, is when you outsource your work to other people, if need be. I believe some of the bigger YouTubers still do all of their own editing, and some even do their own graphical work, which is incredible in every sense of the word, because I don't know how they can find that kind of time. It blows my mind. So in the newer games, there's actually an item right there. Here, there doesn't seem to be, unless it's a hidden item. There you go. I didn't actually know if that was actually a thing. Just happened to be a thing for me. But I'll take a free potion. That's fine with me. And there is also a glitch where I can get a Mew once I hit Cerulean City. I do not believe I will be using that exploit because it is just ridiculous. But we'll play it by ear. Obviously, having a Mew is amazing, but I don't want to use the glitch in order to make this game super easy. The only real advantage I guess Mew would have is that it can learn any move. It is 100% like adaptable to anything, any situation that you need it to fill, it can do. And I just don't think that's something I want to do for a, you know, a playthrough on a recording. It would get very boring very quick, and I don't want that at all. So, but again, we'll play it by ear and see what you guys, you know, see what you guys think, if any of you think anything of it at all. So we're gonna go ahead and take on our rival again. I just want to get as many fights with him out of the way as possible, and plus it's a good way to get my my Squirtle up to a good enough level so we can make our way through the Viridian Forest with great ease. So immediately I'm regretting this fight just by the sheer fact that he is the same level as I am and he has multiple Pokemon. I should have waited. I thought it would be okay to, you know, to go in and fight him right away, but I'm learning very quickly that it really has been a very long time since I've played these games. But it's fine. We'll try to persevere. If we can beat him, great. If we can't, then it's a good thing that I didn't do a Nuzlocke series, because I would have lost this immediately. So we took out his Pidgey. It's a good start, but I think he still has, yeah, he still has his Bulbasaur, which my stats are already super low. I have no potion. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this fight, but it's okay. We're gonna be fine. We lose one fight, I'd still consider this a win. Although we've hit two crits in a row. That's pretty good. But he's gonna Leech Seed. I think we just have to go for Bubble. I know it's not very effective, but he's gonna be regaining health each turn. Yeah, this is an inevitable loss. This was definitely an overshot on my point. There we go. So unfortunately, we lost. We put up a better fight than I thought we would after how we started. Thankfully, we didn't go too far. So we're going to save that fight for a different time, I think. I don't want to keep losing multiple fights in a row. And we're just going to try to make our way through Viridian Forest. What I could do while we're in Viridian Forest, and if I can't do it on the episode, I'll do it off screen, I will try to search for a Pikachu for myself and try to train that up in order to get Thundershock to take out that Pidgey. I think that's going to be my plan. Obviously, I want to get to Pewter City as fast as possible and get that first gym out of the way, done and over with. But if we can kill our rival, not kill, but you know, that would be very anti-Nintendo. Alright, so we got nothing from them, which is great. We're just gonna... I think there's an item in here somewhere. Yep. So we got ourselves an antidote, which is good in case we get stung by a Weedle. And if I remember right, back in the day, Pikachus used to like hanging out like in this area. Like this was the best area to get Pikachus. And we did get a Pokeball, so that's really good for us. I don't think we had more. I should have bought some more when we were in Viridian. But there again, I'm dumb and don't think of that kind of stuff in the moment. It always just ends up coming to bite me in the ass later. So he's just going to keep hardening over and over and over. So that means this fight's going to take forever, but the experience, because he's level 5, the experience is well worth it. Oh, never mind. Nice little crit hit there. Squirtle has a high crit hit rate. That or I'm just getting super lucky. Either way, I'll take it. So we're just looking for Pikachu at this point. We could get a Caterpie too, to get ourselves a Butterfree. It's always better to get a Caterpie over a Metapod. It's a lot easier to train, because by default, Metapod has no attack-based moves. He is all defense. He's just hardened. That's it. But Caterpie can get, you know, it learns Tackle and knows Tackle, which then, when it evolves into Metapod, it still knows Tackle. So even as a Metapod, you can still, attack on top of stacking defense. So it's just always better to go for a Caterpie first. Yeah, you take a small hit with having to take a lower level Pokemon, but in the end you get, I think, better rewarded, because you don't have to, you know, worry about swapping Pokemon out as much, because you actually get to be able to attack. By the next episode, I will try to figure out what's going on with this audio, because it is kind of annoying, and I don't want like the white noise part where I'm not talking. I don't want it cluttered with a bunch of like distorted Game Boy audio. It's already like 8-bit, and then when you distort it, it's like worse. I don't know what like the next level of sound would be from 8-bit, but it definitely takes a hit, and it, at least for me, bothers my ears. So I will try to figure that out between this episode and the next. That way you guys don't have to sit through it for a bunch of episodes. But yeah, my style of playing Pokemon is definitely more along the lines of like, develop my team early and then just kind of ride them out until, you know, something better comes along. So my usual team, which I probably won't stray too far from, is my starter. And then we have, in older versions of the game, like Fire Red and all that, I would normally go like Pidgey, because early flying type, and also Pidgeotto is a badass, so I always loved Pidgeotto, or Pidgeot, sorry. So yeah, it would be starter, Pidgey, Geodude, Caterpie for Butterfree for early psychic type, and then the first fire type I could ever find, which was usually like Growlithe or Vulpix, depending on what version I was playing, right outside of Celadon. I don't know if there's an earlier fire Pokemon, but that was always the first one that I would get. Just ride them out. And also, Arcanine and Ninetales were both beautiful Pokemon, so I always loved having them as a kid, especially in the older days of Nintendo 64's Pokemon Stadium. Those were the days. Excuse me. So we hit level 12. I forget what level Squirtle evolves, but I'm pretty sure it's earlier than Bulbasaur and Charmander. I want to say it was like, I want to say he's at like 14 or 16, and then the other ones were like closer to 18. So So we might have a war turtle before we even take on the first gym, which I'm hoping to at least get out of the Viridian Forest before the end of this first episode. And then I'll try to work on getting a Pikachu at the between episodes. Wow, we didn't run into a single encounter there. That's pretty crazy, actually. And also, once I get to Pewter, I can actually buy some Pokeballs, so I can actually go out and, you know, not have to just use one, like rely on one single Pokeball to get my my Pikachu. All right. Last trainer before we get out of this this forest. A level 9 Weedle stands in the way. We'll take him out real quick. I never knew Bubble actually reduced speed. I don't know if that's like a chance thing. Seems like a chance thing. But I never really noticed that, I guess. That's pretty cool. I actually didn't know that. Bubble's pretty good then. I just knew it was like, I just always knew it was like the first water type move you get in the game. So it was always pretty good if you were like before you fight Brock. But I never realized that it actually reduced status effects. It's very interesting. And also Bubble doesn't, it's normal effectiveness against grass type, which I guess I forgot. Like I said, it has been a very long time since I've played these games, but I'm so happy to be playing it again. Now I'm going to talk to everyone because I honestly forget who gives items and who doesn't. So we're going to hope that, or we're going to talk with everyone and hope that they give us items. So we made it to Pewter City, unscathed. So we're going to go ahead and take our Squirtle to the Pokemon Center, get him all healed up. Still have a couple minutes left in this episode. We could probably take on the first gym, honestly. I don't see why not, huh? We can at least take out the first, or the guy standing in the gym. We take him out at least. And before I forget, I will buy these Pokeballs right now. So we just want... We'll take 9. We don't need potions or anything like that. If I was doing a Nuzlocke, obviously I would be prioritizing potions over Pokeballs, but since we can die as many times as we want, I'm just going to stock up on Pokeballs for now. So I think we're just going to take on the gym. We are level 13. Should be plenty of levels to take on the first gym. Also, I realize my mouse has been there the entire time, and I'm very sorry about that. I'm not used to like worrying about having to not record a mouse. I'm always, you know, every game I ever play, like there's either like it's like in first person style mode, so there's no mouse reticle, or it's a game where the mouse cursor is fine because, you know, usually like Hearthstone or whatever. So I don't have to worry about a mouse reticle like right in the middle. So I apologize for that. Hopefully in future episodes I'm not as stupid as I have been in this first one, and I'll actually
Sorry, I don't know that. Would you like to hear a few things I can do?
No. My echo over here going crazy. Yeah, I'll try to be less stupid in the future episodes. Alright, I just like to attack. I would just like to attack, please. Are we like locked into never being able to hit? Okay. Got one through. Oh my god, we still have to get another one. Oh no. Thankfully he doesn't do a lot of damage to us. So we'll... Okay, but if I get critted... Okay. So we have to potion. I can't believe this. We have to potion against this sand shrew. Can I just hit one damn bubble? Okay, my accuracy is as low as it can go. So we're just going to sit here and you and I are going to talk. We're just going to talk during this because there's nothing else I can do except just keep trying to hit bubble. How you guys doing? You doing good? I'm doing great. Okay, we finally hit one. Jesus Christ, man. I forgot sand attack was like the ultimate cuck in this game. Like, it was just impossible to... Like, if you landed enough, you could lock your opponent out of attacking. You do like a sand attack to... You do some sort of accuracy reduction on top of like a confuse or paralysis. So even if they get like past the miss... Like, even if they get past the confusion, there's still a chance for them to miss. It's just like, it's ridiculous. I've completely forgot that sand attack, or just reductions in general in this game, are a lot more intense than they were back in the, or in the other games, or in the future games, I should say. But we're gonna go ahead and take on this gym. I'm ready for Brock. Now that's odd. So we walked into the gym the last time. And we came in on this side. I remember because I thought, it's weird that I have to step over to the left. So I want to test something actually. So I've been going out the left side because it's a straight shot to the gym. So we're going to go out the right side here and then go back in. I'm confused now because I definitely, the first time coming into this gym, had to move to the left in order to make my way up. So I'm very confused right now. But we're gonna go and fight this guy. Mr. No Eye Brock over here. Oh man, the OG Brock. I always remember too, as a kid, the gym music just used to scare the crap out of me for some reason. I don't know why. Like, it was just so intimidating as a child. Like, listen to it. Like, that just... It just triggered something in my brain. It was just like, this is impossible. Like, I'm never going to be able to beat this. Like, I don't know what it was. That's where my my fear for boss battles has, you know, like, that's where it started. That was the start of it all. The damn Pokemon gym leaders. Whoa, okay. We almost just one-shot the Onyx. But that was a quick gym battle. That was pretty good. I'm glad we were able to do it in this first episode. Get it out of the way. And now we got Water Gun too. It's game over. Game over. 100% game over. Oh god, that's so bad. Alright, so we can officially add the first red X down below. Where's my camera? There it is, down below, under the boulder badge. TM34, it was bind, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was bind. Bide. Sorry. Bide. Alright, so we beat the first gym. We conquered the forest. And I am saying this in reverse order. I realize that. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the first episode, you guys. I swear in the next episode I'll be a little less stupid, and hopefully a little bit more prepared, actually, because I'm going to go hunting for a Pikachu right now while I'm off camera. And then by next episode, hopefully I'll have the sound fixed for you guys, because, you know, I don't know about you, but it was annoying the hell out of me hearing it in my headphone. I will have a Pikachu and maybe a couple other Pokemon, depending on just how much work I want to put in off camera. I definitely want to do Pikachu off camera, though, because it's just so time consuming to try to find that one Pikachu, and then having to try to catch him as well. It's just too time consuming to try to squeeze into an episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Pokemon Blue. I'm very excited to keep playing this game, because this game pushed me through my entire childhood. It is actually what got me into video games in the first place, and I'm really excited to share this journey with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.